Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with today's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. Happy Father's Day to all the 90 Day dads out there. And Stephanie, the fart jar girl, drops more tea about her experiences on 90 Day. Let's hop right into it, everybody. So, first, we're starting off with Gino, who is without Jazzy. Okay. Gino has been all over the interwebs the past couple of weeks, going out to eat, meeting fans, traveling, getting his Starbucks in the airport, and no Jasmine in sight. And on this last episode of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, we got to see some throwback pictures of Gino with a full head of hair and a chiseled chest. Check these out. Moving on to Liz and her new man, Jason, who she says is her happiness. You could see her happiness written all over her face. Here is Jason with Riley and Liz. And she seems extremely happy. Moving on to Big Perv Ed. Okay. Ed is the captain of his own boat. Check this out. Someone who wants a Christian woman, his actions are the complete opposite of his words. Okay. I'm going to have to mute this because there's music and I don't want to get a copyright strike. But check out Ed, who really wants a conservative Southern Christian chick. He got a new boat, everyone. It's pretty nice, don't you think? And wait, guys, wait, did you see that? Let me go back for a second. Did you see that? Wait, yes. Ed has his face on his boat. Why are we not surprised? Ed in his captain's hat. He's the captain of his ship. Yeah, okay. So he's here, hanging out, driving his boat, enjoying the day on the river. And of course, he has some chicks with him because it wouldn't be Ed without chicks. And a dedication to all the great dads out there. He's reposting some clips. And then Captain Ed, good old Captain Ed, then he shows off a Father's Day card that he received from his daughter Tiffany, and then some family hanging out with him in the pool at his house. And here is Ed, the floating mucinex knot in the pool. So yeah, Liz is living her best life, and it looks like Ed is living his best life as well. So what the fuck was Ed doing in last night's episode when he was looking out the door like a lost puppy? Please, Ed, bye. I hope we never see you again. Bye. Emily and Kobe, okay? Emily wishing her husband a very happy Father's Day. And ATM is seriously, he is so cute. And every time she posts a picture of him, he's smiling. Happy birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy Father's Day to Emily's dad, okay? And Emily's mom and the doggy hanging out in their new favorite place. Lauren and Alex. Lauren wished both her father and Alex a happy Father's Day. Patrick and Thais. Thais wishing her husband a happy Father's Day, a father of two, mind you, okay? He's the father of Elise and Teodoro. Angela. Angela. She posted this Screen Rant article. I don't know who the fuck she paid off in Screen Rant to write all these articles about her, but somebody wrote this and she's sticking it up there as proof of the conspiracy, y'all, because there was a conspiracy with Mako and she has all this proof, y'all. Don't you know? Congrats. I want to just say this again. I know I covered it in my last video. Robert and Annie are having a baby. So congratulations to both of them. Happy Father's Day. It is 90-day Father's Day edition. So amongst the fathers being paid tribute by their children in the 90-day franchise is Aspen and Aniko, Darcy's daughters, paying tribute to their father. Colini and Kalani pay tribute to their dad. Elizabeth's father was part of the special Father's Day pillow talk that aired, and he spent this day hanging out with his family on his boat. Elizabeth paid a Father's Day tribute to her sexiest daddy, Andre. Yolanda, remember Yolanda with Williams, or not really with Williams? Their daughter, her daughter, paid a special tribute to their father on Father's Day. Yolanda said, "Just beautiful. They will always be daddy girls forever. My one and only true love, their father. In life, you will cross paths with many, but your heart will only retain and hold on to what's real. Love you now and forever, Dwayne. Rest in peace, my love." We have Ariana from Love in Paradise Season 1 wishing her father a happy Father's Day and acknowledging that she wouldn't be able to raise her son Odin without the help of her dad and her parents. Happy Father's Day from Gwen to her husband and Joey's stepdad. Happy Father's Day to Ron, Brandon's dad. And Amanda paid tribute to her husband who passed away, said, "Happy Heavenly Father's Day to an incredible father. Although our children only had you for such a short time, he made a lasting impression on their lives that I know they'll always remember. All the memories of his strength, humor, and love will live on to our children through me." Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. Also, if this Father's Day is tough for you, just know you are not alone. I know sometimes days that are supposed to be happy and celebratory for most are hard for others. I understand it, and I'm sending you loving strength today if that's you. We have Jesse, who is celebrating his first Father's Day. Guillermo, with his adorable son, celebrating Father's Day. We have Sam, who is about to be a first-time dad soon. And Jose from 90 Day UK, I love you chicken, okay, with his little boy. This is a weird Father's Day tribute. Karini paying tribute to her ex-husband Paul, wishing him a happy Father's Day. And if you guys may or may not know, Karini and Paul lost custody of their children, and they are usually at each other's throats. So Karini wishing him a happy Father's Day was just weird to me. Statler is violating her NDA everywhere, okay? She posted this picture of her when she was a little girl. She had posted to her stories, "Random Hollywood people who keep peeping me. Yes, I'm interested. I tick off many demographics. Give me." And she's posted, "If you or anyone you know have a full-time job right there that involves full-time international travel, I'm a good fit. I'm a good fit. Please DM me." Now, she has spent the last couple of weeks blasting Dempsey, okay? All over Instagram, all over TikTok, doing these live, basically violating her NDA, Okay. I shared this in my last OIV. This is from the reality TV mess on Instagram. If you don't follow them already, you should. Okay. And I posted this live in my last video, but I just want to cover it again because there's so many things that bothers me about what the hell she's saying in this. So let me share this with you guys.
The friend meeting, you remember that? Where I look like a total fool. The only thing I'm good at is sex. In front of her friends. Yeah, you remember that? The girl Georgia, you remember her? She looks like, I mean, she literally just looks like a British lesbian tool bag. Like, she literally just looks like every
A British lesbian tool bag.
stereotypical British lesbian tool bag. Like, literally, they all look the same. Well, I mean, I shouldn't even say British though, because I mean, she looks like even an American lesbian tool bag. They all just kind of have that like look. You know what I mean? Like
An American lesbian tool bag. And all of these tool bags have a look. Statler, I don't know.
like you know what I mean? Like, they just look like, you know, like I can get whatever I want, and I can get you, girl, and like, do you know what I mean? Like, so she had that look, and so instantly, my like, I was just like, my neurospicy tingles were like, something seems odd about this. And then the way that like Dempsey was like touching her and like just like, you know what I mean? Like it felt off. Whereas her other friend and her, they just
You know what feels off to me, Statler, is you waited, if all of this happened during your first season of filming and whatever, that you waited until a couple of weeks before your season of The Other Way is about to air. So, are you covering your ass for something that we're gonna see on TV and not like? And are you pulling the sympathy, woe is me card? Dempsey screwed me over, woe is me, before we see what kind of an asshole you are on TV? I don't know, but there's so many things about this that bothers me.
seem like friends. Like, hey, we're friends. But then this other thing, they had something between them, Dempsey and Georgia, and I could just tell. You know when you can feel like the sexual tension. You know when you can feel that. Do you know what I mean? British people are so entitled, bro.
British people are so entitled, bro. Bro.
Because y'all think I've just talked to one British person. I've talked to a couple at this point, and they're all the same. They just using it like it's just oof. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So this Georgia thing. If I break the NDA, I don't get paid. Fucking come at me then. I don't have any money to begin with, babe. I don't have a single cent to rub together right now.
Statler, didn't you confess that you were homeless and broke during your first season? I don't know.
You know how much money in debt I am? I don't care. I don't care. You're taking away money that I never had. I don't care.
Oh, you sound like Ashley the witch, up to her eyeballs in debt, and doesn't seem like she cares. Wow.
I don't give a fuck. Come for me. Come for me. Come for me!
Okay,
I'm past it.
All right, she's getting on my nerves.
Are we-
So, basically, I don't understand why she came for Rob then last season. Okay, just saying. I did this video about 6 months ago called Rob versus Statler. It was an Oy vey, Rob versus Statler. And Rob was just basically not understanding why a fellow cast member will go out of her way to try to research his background and to purposely discredit his storyline. Remember when Robin and Sophie first appeared on our TV screens? Rob said that he didn't come from money, that he came from a humble background. And I started to get the song, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're all here. Stuck in my head. Okay. Well, anyway, Statler for some strange reason, and all I could think of is deflection. First, Googled Rob's family and found two first cousins that apparently have done very well for themselves. So, Statler is making an announcement. Rob is faking his storyline because two of his first cousins have money. That is all. And Rob, along with myself, and I'm sure a bunch of other people thought, Statler, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you calling out your own cast member if you know about editing and how things could come across on TV? But no, Statler did that. So to make a long story short, I don't know what I believe about them seeing Statler. Okay. Statler doesn't have a very good track record with me. So I kind of leaning towards this is a woe is me, get attention ploy by Statler because not only for her calling Rob out, but during her season and right after her season ended, she picked up this wonderful habit of going on other bloggers and other 90-day fan pages and writing pretty snarky comments, almost to the point of attacking the content creator on posts that had nothing to fucking do with her. Okay, so I believe she was doing this to keep herself relevant, to keep herself on the interwebs and on people's minds and have her name in their mouth. So yeah, Statler doesn't have a lot of credibility with me, but let's see how this plays out. Stephanie, the fart girl, is dropping the tea. Okay, she is on her TikTok and she put out two videos, which I'm going to share with you. The worst people from 90 Day franchise from my personal experience. And exposing my fake relationships on 90 Day Fiance. Now, this is about to get interesting, guys. So pop some popcorn, pause me if you need and go get some popcorn. But here is Stephanie spilling the tea.
People from 90 Day Fiancé from my personal experience. First up, and I think we're all going to think of a particular couple that comes to mind, but it is scammers. People who use the fame from this show in order to scam their followers. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, Stephanie, didn't you sell certain things in jars? That is also kind of fraudulent. Yes, it would have been if I did actually do that, but it was literally just a PR stunt. It is crazy to me how many people believe that. Next up, we have...
Well, I'm going to confess that I was one of those crazy people.
Big Ed and all of the people who go on the show and think that just because you go on 90 Day Fiancé, you are a celebrity or a star. A lot of people use the clout that they get from the show in order to manipulate people or to manipulate women, and it gives them a sense of entitlement, which I just think is so unjustified. Like, sorry guys, we're not Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We're literally 90 Day Fiancé. I know one cast member in particular who is a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend of one of the twins, don't want to name any names, actually called out by one of the producers as being one of the most difficult people to work with and was a prima donna with very special requests. Next up is the people whose bad behavior is being used for entertainment and is being used for reasons to bring them back to the show, even though these people literally belong in prison. I feel like this creates such a danger.
Does that sound familiar to you? Somebody whose bad behavior is being consistently used for a storyline and being brought back on the show, even though they should be in prison. Speak it, Stephanie. Preach it, girl.
Situation for a lot of people in these relationships. And last up, we have those who are older and going to poor countries in order to exploit and take advantage of younger people who have no idea what's going on because they don't even speak English. Now, that is my own personal list, my own personal experience. You might disagree with me, but let me know what you think in the comments. These are the worst fiancé couples in real relationships, or are they faking it just to be on TV and get some money? Today, I'm going to reveal something that I've never been able to talk about because I was bound by an NDA and a contract. Out of all the spin-offs of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, the one show that has the most fraud is Single Life. I'm going to use myself as an example.
And that is not surprising to me at all.
When I was on Single Life, I was dating 2 people. Both of these people agreed to be on the show with me and go on dates with me because they wanted to promote themselves in some way. And also they were my friends and were kind of doing it as a favor for me. All the meanwhile, the show's producers had one storyline in mind for me, which was me breaking my celibacy. There were points during filming that they were actually pressuring me to break my celibacy, even though I had gone over 3 years with no physical contact with anybody. In between takes, me and my producer would literally like step back and she'd be like, so like, do you think you're gonna like break your celibacy with him? And I was like, no. I felt like I was disappointing them by saying that. Halfway through filming the season, I actually did meet somebody who I ended my celibacy with, but because that person didn't want to be on TV, I ended up faking a second date / relationship with
Faking a second relationship.
Fred, my friend. And at one point, me and the producers were discussing about how I was going to fake maybe losing my celibacy to this guy. But then ultimately, I decided against it because I didn't want to lie about that. So yes, I'm a fraud and I'm not afraid to admit it. And I know that there are plenty more people who've gone on Single Life whose dates and people that they dated were just friends or not people that were actually legitimately interested in dating them.
Which makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense to me because Ruben the Cuban spoke about the same thing. Okay. Ruben the Cuban, when I interviewed him, if you haven't checked out the interview, please do. Basically, did Single Life as a favor for Debbie and her charity. Okay. He met her on a dating app, wasn't really interested in her, but decided to do this as a favor. So please check out his interview. The stuff that Stephanie is saying makes so much sense to me, especially after my interview with Riley. If you haven't checked that out already, please do. I just want to share this little clip from the interview. Riley gets into the contract, how predatory the contract is, how they edit to make, a person look a certain way on the show. I mean, we get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Down to how many hours they expect you to film a day, et cetera, et cetera. So check out this clip from Riley's interview. So
I didn't know that.
how was let's go back to the actual filming. When you got to Vietnam and stuff, how was the filming experience overseas?
It was very difficult. One, it's freaking hot. It's
Okay.
heck over there. But when I first got there, Violet was disappearing. She wasn't staying around. So here's how they do it. They want you to film at least 12 hours a day,
Yes.
and each day of filming should yield 2 episodes. That's how how production is set up.
Okay.
And when I first got there, just to let y'all know, I met her for the first time like 8 times because they want you to do it again in this angle and that angle. And
This is not the first time. Take 2, take 3, take 7, take 14. Okay, we're good. I've heard this from a cast member of a Matt Sharp show. Love
Right.
After Lockup cast members complain about this all the time. They're coming out of prison. There's a camera in their face. Okay, let's do this again. Walk
Right.
towards us again, and walk towards
Right.
us again. Yeah.
Right. And then that's exactly how it was. And
Right.
like I said, it's my first time with this stuff, but for reality TV. So
Right.
I said my little joke, like, hey, you got nice ass. You know what I mean? Like I knew the cameras were running. I was having a little fun with it.
Right.
And we go to the hotel and she leaves. Right? And then they convinced her to come back. That's where the dinner scene. Remember, they need 2
Yes.
episodes
Yes.
from one day of filming.
Right.
So we go to the dinner scene. I give her the rose. I mean the pearls that she hates.
Yes.
And I didn't know she didn't like them until because we don't see it until you guys see it.
Right.
And then
So there's Riley dropping the tea about what happened during his season and all the stuff with Violet. So if you haven't checked out his interview, please do. And Riley put this up to his story because since he's been speaking out about this TLC contract, how predatory it is, and he wants changes. He believes that reality TV should air with a disclaimer about editing, manipulation of the storyline. So he posted this to his story, thanking everybody, for their offers of help. Now, before I wrap up this edition of Void Vang, just a couple of miscellaneous updates. We have Cynthia with her adorable grandson. Mary and Brandon are posting blog updates on their Facebook, okay, since also they say the show manipulated them to look like a bunch of assholes. Rose is doing fantastic. Now, did you know that Usman has a movie coming out, I guess, Yahoo Boy season 2, and Tom Brooks is in it? We have Cleo, who just underwent gender affirmation surgery in Dallas, and Christian in front of the biggest slot machine I've ever seen, and I've been in a few casinos, and he won $1,000. Submit and Jenny melting in the heat, basically. Julia cooling off from the heat in her swimming pool. We have Ella, who looks fantastic after losing a lot of weight, and Winter, who looks fantastic after losing a lot of weight. Love in Paradise. The season is almost over. Can you believe that? So both Alex and D'Adriano posted to their stories. And I saw this on Reddit in the 90 Day Fiance Uncensored group, and I hit the fucking floor. No, I did not notice that the producers did him so dirty and put Nomad. Okay. We have Mike Burke, who recently got married, hanging out on Father's Day. Pedro, like I reported in my last video, is doing fantastic selling real estate. We have Zietta Rebecca, and I've seen you guys' comments about Rebecca's Sonobello commercial being out for a couple of years. I just recently saw it for the first time the other night, and now I every time I turn around, it's airing. We have Nikki Exotica, wishing everyone a happy Father's Day. And before I close out this edition of Void Bank, I just want to say, Michael, I agree with you. Motivation can start you off, but only discipline can keep you going. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Please tune in tomorrow, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. West Coast time for Cynthia, Kelly, and I. We are going to recap season 8, episode 14, Malice in Wonderland. Okay. I know we usually do it on Monday nights, guys, but there's a bunch of things going on, so we're going to do it tomorrow night. And we will be recapping 90 Day UK. We're just trying to figure out timing. I know we're up to episode 5 already, but I swear Cynthia, Kelly, and I will get together and do 90 Day UK. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your support. I love all you guys, and see you next time. Bye, everyone.